Play it one more time to see who else can come in. Hey y'all, hey, this is MGTV Reactions, and today we're going to be discussing Olivia, okay? So Olivia is having another moment, y'all. I'm telling you, this girl, I ain't had shit else to talk about over the weekend but her. It's just so much going on with her. So listen, y'all, so Liv was wilding out on her live stream, but then, she she got some good advice from the people. So I thought that was really good to see. Listen, I'm gonna tell y'all one thing. Listen, when y'all come in the chat, please hit that thumbs up button for me, y'all. Okay, hit that subscribe button if you haven't already. Do that for me, y'all, and say hello in the chat so I know that y'all engaged with me. Okay. So listen. First things first. Okay, Olivia played this audio. Y'all let me know down in the chat if you want me to play the video as well. Hey, how you doing, Rowan? Yeah, y'all let me know if y'all want to play her live later on after I say everything that I have to say. It's up to y'all. Okay. So some things I want to point out. First things first, every woman needs a friend like the girl Ari. Somebody that's going to tell you about yourself, but in the nicest way. Okay. And check you when you're wrong. She seems like that person, but in the most nurturing tone, okay? Everybody needs a friend like the girl Ari, all right? And also, everybody needs a friend like the lady, what is it? I Get It, Liv. That's what she came up there as. Somebody that is going to, keep it real with you and help you to laugh to keep from crying. That's the first thing I'm going to say. Liv needs some friends. The second thing I'm going to say is, there's nothing wrong with therapy. Okay, I think that Liv at this point needs some sort of therapy so that she can find a better way. Hey, how you doing, Meta the Great One and Cancer 66? Hi, y'all. So listen, yeah, I think that, it's nothing wrong with therapy. At this point, it's clear that Liv needs a therapist because she has a lot going on mentally, and, it's a lot. It's nothing wrong with going to see a therapist. I go every week, on Wednesdays to be exact. Okay. But listen, y'all. She played the audio of them, having sex or whatever. And I understand that. How can I put this? I understand that Olivia has this persona where she wants to act like she doesn't care what people think about her or what people have to say. But that was a lot right there. I mean, we don't need to know what it sounds like when y'all are doing it. Another thing, Nisha, that lady Nisha, I can't imagine. If she does, I would hope that she doesn't watch Liv at this point, because that would be too much for me. All right, you guys. So yeah, I just can't. I mean, how could you work through it at that point? Her and Jerrod, how could they work through it? And the audio is out. For sure he was digging in them guts. It's just too much, in my opinion. So, a couple things I want to address. Olivia says that she slept with him, okay, not only to get back at Nisha, but also to have more time with the kids. All right. I call bullshit on that. All right. It was not just about her having more time with the kids. In the text messages, you can clearly see the man asked her if she wanted to have more time with the kids, and she told him no, she wants the chocolate banana. You said she's going to jail for revenge. Okay, yeah. I mean, I don't know what can happen with that. I just feel like, she already has done enough to put it out there that her and Jerrod were doing what they were doing. We did not need to hear the audio. All right. And then she came on here and she also admitted that, she purposefully set him up, whatever. I don't know what type of legal action could be taken against her for that. Hey, how you doing, Mira? I don't know what type of legal action could be taken against her for that. I don't even care about that. I mean, she chose to do what she chose to do. I just feel like, this is the internet. Even if she took the live down, these kind of things are here to stay. And as a mother of 5 kids, we all know that you're sexually active. We just didn't need to hear the audio. And also, it shouldn't have been played for everybody else. Okay? We get it. So, yeah. Like I said, I call bullshit. It's not like Jerrod can really withhold custody from her. They have a custody order. Okay? She was granted some sort of visitation. Okay? So, because she has visitation that was granted through the courts, if Jerrod chooses to be petty and not give her the kids, because listen, y'all, I've been through things like this before. I know. If Jerrod chooses not to give her the kids for her weekend or whatever the case may be, she files a police report, and then goes to court and files a contempt. The judge will give them a date. It'll be addressed. Period. So you said when the audio come out, she actually played it on live, and I have the timestamps. By the time we get to that, if it's still up by then, we could definitely go ahead and react to it. I have it pulled up on a different tab on my computer right now. So yeah, Mira, I agree, that was definitely his voice, and it sounded like I mean, I know this is a lot of information, but it was the mac and cheese sound. I'm gonna just put it like this: is mac and cheese sound. Sounds like they probably weren't protecting themselves, and I if I was Nisha, this is heartbreaking. I don't even know what more to be said about that. I mean, this is just too much. How could you ever have peace with something like this going on? So, what else did I have to say? Okay. Outside of the fact that there's a custody order, so he can't really withhold the children from her because she can then go through the courts, basically, is what I'm trying to say. And, file a contempt. Jerrod will be found in contempt. It is what it is. That's not all there was to it. That's not the reason she chose to sleep with him. The main reason was to spite Nisha. But at the end of the day, nobody wins. Because as tough and as heartless as Olivia wants to make herself seem like she just doesn't care, you can tell that she is hurt by this. And hurt by a number of things. One of the things could possibly definitely be the simple fact that her children are over there. But the other one is that, he still went back to his wife. So the goal of breaking up the home didn't really, that part didn't, fall through. You said she mistreated those kids all weekend, and Christian was allegedly with a 20-year-old man, and Liv didn't know. Robin was crying. What? Now that's a lot to take in. That's a lot to take in, you guys. I don't know what to say about that. I don't even want to talk about that because I don't know that for sure. But yeah, I do. What I can say is that I did see that when she had the kids, they stayed in the house. They don't really do much, That's what I'm saying. I think Liv would be better off. Listen, y'all, at the bottom line is she got custody of her kids. She has some sort of custody, some sort of visitation. She should use her days for visitation, in the best way possible. Find fun things to do with her children, okay? Really bond with them instead of getting on this internet, because the internet's going to be here once the visitation is over, okay? Focusing on the negative stuff is just not worth it. Instead of getting on the screen bragging about how you having an affair with their dad and everything like that, spend time with your kids. Instead of the kids being outside by themselves, she probably should have been out there with them. Maybe they should have went to the park instead of just playing outside, Maybe she could have took them out to eat, and she didn't have to go anywhere expensive. It just doesn't cost that much to bond with your children and to spend valuable time with your children. And I feel like Olivia chooses to spend her time on bullshit. This right here is bullshit. Okay? Now let me see what y'all saying. You said it's not about the exposure, it's about her mistreatment in my mind. Okay. I heard it, but when was it recorded they were married? Oh, ex-lady, I have no idea. I don't know when the recording was made. I don't know. Just when I thought this couldn't be any more words, it does. This is crazy. Shaking my damn. Exactly. I said in my last live, I said, you know what? This is the last time I'm going to get on live and talk about this shit because the tea is cold. And then here she comes. She come on here and play the damn audio. I'm like, well, damn. And when does it stop? Girl, we get it. You showed that we get it. But you make yourself look crazy. The things that you say looks crazy. To come on here and say, yeah, I sucked it and I sucked it good. Just think about the fact that he probably was hitting Nisha on the cruise. And you essentially sucked it after it came out of another bitch butt. You know what I mean? It's trashy. It's nasty. It's just, don't carry yourself that way as a woman. Why are we talking about it? Okay, that's just, I'm sorry, but I just couldn't. You said yes, and Ryan said it was the man she had over, not a stranger. Okay. So what's the kids going to do? She makes no attempt to improve herself. She is addicted to the internet. I mean, I agree. She needs to stay off this internet. What she really needs is a good therapist and some good friends. I mean, she needs a friend like that girl Ari. Like I said in the beginning of this live, every girl needs a friend like the girl Ari, and also like the woman at the end that her screen name was I Get It Live. I think those were my favorite two that spoke to her. She went after Jerrod, plain and simple, had nothing to do with those kids. Now, I agree with you. It's Nilija. I think that's how it's pronounced. I'm sorry if I mispronounced it. I agree with you. She did go after Jerrod. I mean, I seen the text. I read the text. He asked her if she was calling because she wanted more time with the kids, and she said, no, I want the chocolate banana. So she put that out there. It wasn't just about the kids. Okay. Truth be told, if she don't really have to go through Jerrod to get more time with the kids. What's the problem with going through the courts? Just like he went through the courts to take the kids, you go through the courts to get more time with the kids. Improve yourself so you can have more time with the kids. That's what I think she should be doing instead of doing what she did. Now, she did that because she also wanted to deal with Jerrod in the process. And I bet it hurts to lay on your back for a man. All right? And he still go back home to his wife and your kids. All right. And then he takes her on vacation and then she calls you the babysitter. I can see how that would sting, especially if you slept with him thinking that you was going to have your way and you really didn't get your way. Okay, you guys? So Olivia's heard about more than one thing. You said she needs to move on, let action speak for real, for real. It's time to make a plan. I agree with you, ex-lady. You said, I hope they use protection. I don't know what they did, but I highly doubt that they did. That's why I felt nothing about her crying about the kids when she went out of her way to let me know it was about him. Yeah, she definitely did. I mean, she released the text herself, so we can clearly see that it was about him. Another thing that I think is wild that's being said, she's saying that he forced himself on her, or, he basically, tried to take it from her. You can't say things like that when you release texts that show otherwise. When you release texts that where you're actively pursuing, intercourse with him. Now, why would you say that? Why? The main thing here is, for me, I think Liv needs a circle of women that she can communicate with that's not on the internet so that she can get some really good advice before she comes out here and tarnishes her character. Because things like this just stay around forever for the kids to see, for anybody to see. It's just not cute. You said yes, and that is a dangerous game to get him out of the way so she can get her kids. That's a dangerous game. How would she be able to get him out of the way so she can get her kids, ex-lady? I said that file contempt and go through the courts. I call BS. That's what I'm saying. It's definitely another way to get more time with the kids outside of, having sex with Jerrod. Okay? So there's that. I do agree. It's very sad. I think that... How can I put this? Like the girl Ari said, you feel like your beef, the main beef is with Nisha, right? That's what it seems like with Liv. Like she's just really mad at Nisha. But the bottom line is none of these things would have been possible if Jerrod didn't do the things that he did to cause it. So let's just stop the beef between the two females, okay? Olivia has done her big one, putting all this out there. I'm quite sure that lady is over there hurt, because I would definitely be hurt. Okay, but now understand that all of these things took place because of the man. All right, Jerrod is the main culprit in this situation, running back and forth from between two women. So he's winning. Nobody else is winning. At the end of the day, both of the women is hurt. Nisha's hurt. Liv is hurt. They both hurt like a motherfucker. He just sitting there like, he could choose which cat he want to dip in whenever he get ready. Okay, he's not hurt. The only thing he might be is pissed off that he gonna have to deal with his wife's attitude. That's it. But at the end of the day, he had his way. Hey, in your face. So yeah, everything that girl already said, I completely agree with. Now listen, I was thinking about, watching the video over and reacting to it with you guys. What do y'all think? What y'all want to do tonight? You said Nisha don't seem like a woman that would take a husband, Jerrod Benchy. And I mean, I don't know Nisha personally, but the fact is that, eventually she found out he was married, and, she still wanted to be with him. She didn't say, get your shit together and then come see me when you getting, after your divorce. She didn't say that. She stayed in the mix. She helped him, she helped him through all that because they were separated, but she still played a part in it because she knew he was married. So I wouldn't say she don't seem like a person that would take a husband. She took that man husband, all right. Because if he didn't have Nisha, then he probably would have wound up, still playing back and forth with Liv. So whatever. Like I said in my previous lives, you guys, everybody is a homebreaker. I mean, a home wrecker, not a home breaker. Everybody's a home wrecker. Liv is a home wrecker. Nisha's a home wrecker. Jerrod wrecks his own homes. He's a home wrecker. Everybody's a home wrecker. Everybody's fucked up, as far as I'm concerned. But one thing I don't like is don't sit here and say that the man forced himself on you. All right, now listen, it's you asked for it. You wanted the chocolate banana. He gave it to you. Okay, don't say that he forced himself on you. You said the MD Jones one. You said I think he was lying to her. What did he lie to her about? I mean, he could have been over there telling her he was going to, we're going to get back together. We're going to, I'll give you 50-50. I'll take you off child support. He could have been saying things like that, but why the fuck would you believe it? He ain't take no action to do anything. He didn't do anything. And you know what? This is the part that I think hurts Olivia the most. The fact that she pursued that man, had sex with the man, did all that, right? And at the end of the day, even though she hurt Nisha still has an influence over Jerrod, to have Jerrod move funny with Liv. Because think about it, you did all that, and now he's blocked you. He blocked you. I would be salty as shit. I'm sorry, I'd be salty. I'd be salty. He blocked you, okay, and now you worried about Nisha influencing him to send you back to jail. So yes, you might have hurt that lady by letting her know that the man would come back and lay down with you, but he's still over there. And now he's blocked you to appease her feelings. All right. And now they're threatening to send you to jail. That's a hurt piece, if you ask me. He said, even though Nisha is a beautiful woman, she has to be in a low place to accept this mess. I agree. I agree with that. Everyday life with taboo. Yeah. I mean, I wouldn't be able to take this. It's just too much pain. Too much pain, too much heartache. I would be an angry, bitter bitch. I'm sorry. I'm just being honest. You said Nisha has 2 pictures of Jerrod, her and the kids on her page playing the song Woman to Woman, which she posted today. I don't even know that song, D-Love. I'm going to have to listen to that. What does that mean? 2 pictures of Jerrod, her, and the kids on her page playing the song Woman to Woman, which she posted today. I just feel like it's disrespect. I couldn't be either one of them motherfuckers. I couldn't. It's too much. I could understand. And you know what? I want to go back and say something. Hey, Stay Creating. How you doing? You said this is nasty work all around. Yes, it is. On every angle, it's nasty work. It's nasty. For real. Like, I just can't. I mean, it's an oldie spaghetti. Okay. Yeah, I gotta listen to that, ex lady. So listen, you guys, I feel like this just made it worse for Olivia. It did. Because you're degrading yourself. You want to hurt somebody so bad that you're willing to degrade yourself. Imperial Falcon, I don't buy that Nisha is innocent in all this either. I'm gonna tell you something. I feel like Nisha Liv says that she reached out to Nisha when she first found out Jerrod was creeping with her. Okay. Nisha laughed in her face. Nisha obviously is not a girl's girl. All right. She wasn't even willing to have a conversation with Liv. She already knew that Jerrod was dealing with Liv. All right. She knew what was going on. She's not innocent at all. All right. She didn't care about Liv being in the picture. She knew that she wanted Jerrod. Liv had an issue with Nisha posting the kids on her Instagram, and she was his girlfriend at the time. I understand that. Why? What are we doing? What are we doing? Like, why are you doing that? Now, as the wife, I can get you. I can understand you. You're the stepmom. The kids live in your house. You might post them, all right. But at the time, that wasn't her title. That wasn't the position she was playing. So it was inappropriate. All of that made Liv very angry, very much bitter. On top of her taking the nigga, she also was disrespectful about it with the kids. But the thing is here, Jerrod allowed her to do so. So just be mad at Jerrod, period. He didn't stop her. He didn't check her. You know, he let her do it. All right. Nisha's not innocent, but it is what it is. He married her, and they're together now, taking care of the kids. Now Liv is doing all of this to get back at Nisha. I get it. She wants to hurt Nisha. She wants to let Nisha know that, girl, you can get cheated on too. I get it. But at the same time, I don't feel like it was worth it. I just don't. You said after all he did to Liv, I don't see how she would even want to sleep with him. Ew. I mean, I agree. He would have had to do all the things that we discussed before he got the cheeks. I'm going to tell you right now. The child support would have been a conversation. 50-50 custody would have been a conversation. All of that would have had to been discussed before any sex popped off. Okay. And it would have had to be already had been in the works. That's the main thing to talk about. You said there was really a tape, y'all. West Coast or Buzz. Listen, she played an audio on her live, and it definitely sounds like her and Jerrod. Like I said, we might get into the video if you guys would like to in a little bit. You said, seriously, who really believed that Liv didn't know that you have to go through the courts to get an order change? I don't believe that Liv doesn't know that. I think that Olivia doesn't want to go through the courts. For some reason, she didn't fight hard enough in court to keep the kids, and she's not trying to fight in court to get them back. She's not trying to. She doesn't want to for some reason. So it's not that she didn't know that you can go to the courts and get the order changed. I just think that she doesn't want to put that kind of effort in. She thought that the coochie muscles were strong enough to get her up out of that bind that she's in. That's what she thought. All right. At some point, Nisha claimed she got tired of the back and forth, and Liv refused. They were never going to be in a good place. Jerrod likes us this way. Yeah, I don't think they were ever going to be in a good place either, because both of them view Jerrod as like the prize here. They do. Stay creating. You said she's not healed like she claims. I don't think she's healed either. She's not healed because she's not. She's on here crying. And you know what? I know y'all probably not going to want to hear this. I can sympathize with any woman that's hurt. Okay? I understand why she's crying. I understand how that girl Ari made her cry with her words, because at the end of the day, although you're trying to flex and make it seem like you did your big one because you embarrassed this lady, you still played yourself. You still played yourself. He said Shirley Brown wrote the song. You will see why she picked that song, because it's one woman talking to another woman about her man. Wow. See, that's what I'm saying. Like, it's just too much with the back and forth. It ain't never going to be right. It ain't never going to be right. It's not. That's what I'm saying. Liv just need to stop trying to hurt that lady. Stop trying to get, trying to deal with that man, because it just hurts more in the end, especially when it's not working out. It's not ever going to work out how you want it to. You said Liv is playing dumb and she's lazy. As much as people talk about Zolo, I believe him when he said Olivia didn't want those kids. Um, I mean, I'll just say this. I'm not gonna say Olivia doesn't love her kids or want her kids. I just think that the way she chooses to spend her time with her kids when she has them says a lot. You said delusional at its best is a love triangle for sure. I agree. I agree. Nisha, I'm telling you, Nisha need to get a fucking back. I mean, what, get a backbone. I wouldn't be able to. I'm sorry. I don't know. I wouldn't be able to take it. Now I get it. She don't want to give Liv the satisfaction of knowing that she broke up. That she could break up their marriage. I understand that, but for my own peace and sanity, I would have had to take a break and really get my thoughts together. Okay, I would have to. Um, I would have to get my thoughts together. You said I can empathize, but how long you going to stay there? We all been hurt, right? I can, like I said, we all been through some things. If you got kids, you probably didn't been through some things with a man before. You know how it goes. So you can empathize with the woman when they're hurt, and I do. I understand. I understand that everybody's hurt right now. Everybody is hurt, but that man. Okay. She loves them. She just didn't want them back full time. Right. I mean, she had her fun when it was going anyway. You said prioritize the kids and keep it moving. Exactly. I agree with you because all I'm saying is I think that Liv really does love her kids. I think that Liv really wants her family back. That's what I think. I think that Liv wants her family back. You know, she says that she doesn't care about Jerrod. She doesn't want Jerrod. That this is about the kids, but it's not just about the kids. It's not. She ain't asked in those text messages. She ain't asked him. It wasn't like she was like, "Oh well, if you bring the kids, if you let me get an extra weekend with the kids, I'll do this and that for you." No, it wasn't like that. He asked her if she wanted more time with the kids, and she said, I want you, basically. You said, I would never want my children to see me behave like this online, hurt or not. I agree. That's what I'm saying. So while you're trying to hurt the next woman, you may be succeeding in that area, but you're also disrespecting and degrading yourself. We don't need to know how Olivia sounds when she is getting her back blown out. We don't need to know that. That's not for the internet to know. That's a private thing. She really wanted to hurt the fucking lady. She could have sent that to her phone, but to play it for thousands of people is a bit much. It's a bit much. She could have sent that shit to her on social media. She really wanted to crush the bitch, but to play it for us, we didn't need it. We didn't need it at all. You said she really expected for everyone to stay quiet while she raised all kinds of hell. I couldn't be Nisha. I mean, you said, and it's illegal. I didn't know that it's illegal. So before, I don't know what's going on with the sex tape thing, but as far as it being illegal. So if I replay it on my live to react to it with y'all, is that illegal? Let me know, because I won't play that part. I'll just skip to the part where her and Ari was having a conversation, because I think that's a good point to react to as well. He said that was disgusting. Plus, didn't Robin say her friends watch her mom's channel? I would hope that Robin's friends don't watch her mom's channel. I feel bad for the fact that the kids seen him over there with her. It's all very confusing for the kids. It's all very confusing. I I feel bad. I feel bad for everybody in this situation. I know y'all don't want to hear it. I feel bad for Liv because this bitch been hurt for years, okay? I do. I can sympathize with the lady. I feel bad for the bitch, okay? I do. Now, I feel bad for Nisha because I know she is salty as fuck over there. You went and did all this for this man and helped him get his kids, and, you raising the kids. You trying to play mommy and all that, cheering this man on and his kids. You're doing all that, and then he goes, and not only does he cheat, but he cheats on you with the very lady that, he had you windmilling against him for. And I just, with him against, however you put it, you know what I'm trying to say. You said, yeah, that soundbar was disgraceful, distasteful, and nasty. I mean, yeah. As the wife, that's a bit much to have to listen to. Yes, consent is needed on both, and she is using the audio as revenge pornography. Don't play. Okay, I won't play that. So when we do get into it, we can just skip through to the part where the girl Ari was talking, um, and just do that. So I'm gonna have to just speed it up to that part. What else was the other point that I wanted to make, you guys? I believe that was it. The main key points here, you guys, that I wanted to address is that she claimed she slept with him for more time with the children, but it wasn't for more time with the children. All right. She can get more time with the children through the courts. She slept with him because she wanted to deal with him again in that way. All right. And she wanted one up on his wife. That's why she did it. If she wants more time, she can go to court and get her damn kids. Trust me, you guys, I've been through it. I know. You don't got to lay on your back to have more time with your kids when the man has the upper hand. No. If he tries to withhold the kids now because he's upset that Olivia has came out here and told all their business, Olivia can file a police report, then file a contempt in court, and just keep doing it. The longer he plays this game, she can keep doing that. Eventually, they're going to have a court date, and it's going to be addressed in court. All right, that's just what can happen. It's no reason for it. One of Robin's friends was in alive the last time the kids were there. I hope one day the kids at school don't find out and start teasing the kids. I've seen it happen. One thing a nigga gonna do is embarrass you, child. That's a whole lot. Yes, these niggas are embarrassing. Very much so embarrassing. And so that's why I do agree with the people. There's a lot of people who think Nisha is the best woman in the world. But at the end of the day, she played herself too. Because look, you did all this shit for a nigga that just turned around and dealt with the same person he made you think that he hated. And now you looking crazy. Now you embarrassed. Yes, everybody just pray for the kids because they're the only innocent ones in the equation. All of the adults, they're making their own decisions. You said the disrespect is at an all-time high. It is. And I'm a little concerned for Olivia. She is going hard in the paint, okay? With not only with the stuff that she released, but also just this audio today. I mean, Nisha already got some firecracker family members over there. We don't know what them people might try to do. We don't know. Yes, please, you guys, don't forget to click the thumbs up button on your way in and out. And if you haven't already, please subscribe to my YouTube channel. Like I said yesterday, it says, well, now it's saying that I have 2.6 or 2.8K returning viewers. If you guys like my content, please hit that subscribe button and help your girl out some, okay? Don't leave me hanging. All right, let's see what you said. All right. So you guys, what I'm going to do is take a second and try to speed it up. I got to find the exact timestamp when she was talking to that girl. And then we're going to start reacting at that point, you guys. So just bear with me. Give me a second. I'm going to be quiet for a minute because I'm trying to find the exact timestamp. Okay. Where was it at? This was, 49 minutes. Bear with me. Let's just start it at 48 and get right into it. All right, you guys. I'm about to share my screen. He said it's called narcissistic injury. Oh, yeah, let me. All right. All right, you guys. Here we go. All right.
Please marry me. Girl, fuck out of here. No. See your face. I can't see your face. Oh, okay. You don't have to show your face if you don't I want to. Yeah. Hi.
Hi. My only question is like, who wins in all of this?
Nobody.
That's my only question, because I feel like, as a woman, I've watched you for a while. I'm kind of sad to see you do this, because now it feels like the person who won is Jerrod. It's like he put you in her place. They're over there with the kids because it's like wifing your kids. You know what I mean? Whatever. And y'all going back to side chick,
trying to
wife,
hurt
side
the
chick.
woman. He is the one in the position of power and has them women over there swapping places. Okay?
When you know how a man truly feels and a man's true nature, he didn't win shit. He doesn't want to be locked down like a prisoner against his will. So, no, he didn't win shit. He won some more time locked down as a prisoner until he breaks out again. But no, he did not win shit. I didn't. I won because, nigga, I got you. Got you, and bitch, I told you so. Her, she didn't win shit. But, no, none of that. But I was
in the game, you know you're going to lose in anyway. Exactly. No matter how Olivia tries to spin it, she got her lick back. She was doing it because of this, that, and the third. At the end of the day, she lost anyway. I think they both lost. She lost anyway because she's still not getting a desired outcome. You're not getting extra time with the kids. You're not getting off of child support. You're not getting the man. You're not getting your family back. Only thing you accomplished was hurting that lady's feelings. You did that for sure. So
I had a point to prove, and my point's been proven. But let me tell you something. That nigga doesn't want to be locked down to anybody.
But of course he's gonna tell you that because he wanted to get
No. Ari, I seen it from my own eyes.
But Liv, he married her just like he came to Florida and married you. He married that girl.
Some men do not.
But why? He didn't have to marry her. She was staying regardless. That's what I'm saying. When 2020 happened, when he didn't have to marry her. Why did he marry her?
Baby, do you think these types of men value marriage? Is that what you're thinking in your head? To shut her the fuck up?
To shut some.
I feel like Jerrod probably married Anisha out of feeling like, he had to do so out of obligation. Out of obligation for the simple fact that this woman stood by him and helped him get his children, and he needed to lock her down so that he can have, her also support him and the children once he had them in his care. I'm quite sure he probably loved her, has love for her as well. I'm not saying that I think the man doesn't or didn't care about her at all, but he had his reasons, and the bottom line is he chose to marry her. He chose to divorce Liv and marry her. Period.
Set somebody up. You don't think that
him? He's that stupid. What do you mean? Who would do that? He would do that.
So if you know that, why would you even let him back in?
Because I wanted some dick, and because I wanted to show you, everybody, what he was capable of.
So you proved it to the internet? To
him and to the bitch first. Yeah, I sure did.
I don't know. I think I just hate that you did that, because it's like he made y'all swap places. Like now you the side chick and she the wife.
I'm not the side chick, baby, but I did.
You kind of were though. I mean, you said y'all were doing it for 5 months and you knew he had a wife.
Okay.
That's not what a side chick.
She said that she did it because she needed some D. You could get D from anybody, girl. You already been doing that. You didn't need Jerrod's D. You did it. So that's the point. It was all vengeful. It was vengeful. She wanted to prove a point to the internet, but is it really worth it to prove a point to us? Because at the same time, although you proved your point that you can get that man to cheat on that lady, you also made yourself look really bad in the process. So
side chick.
Am I supposed to feel bad for being a side chick? You bitches.
No, I'm just saying. No, that's not what I said.
I don't
I'm
feel
just
bad at
saying
all.
that.
Especially to a nigga like him, I would rather be the side chick. Yes, than the wife. I don't want to.
But what I'm saying is, when you came on here, it was like side chick. She's desperate. All these things. It's like now you became her.
No, honey. Because I didn't have, like I said yesterday in my live, I didn't have the intentions of, ooh, I'm the side chick, but I'm going to get wife. No, I had the intentions of, ooh, I'm the side chick. I'm going to fuck your husband and show it to the world to put you back in your place.
But where did that get you? Now he's going to try to take you back to court. Now he's going to do all this stuff. It's like that wasn't.
I don't care. Let him do his big one. Let him do it.
But was that worth it? Like glue?
Yes, it was very worth it because you're not going to get on this internet, Olivia Johnson's internet, and everyone
not being able to speak to your
kid. And if he doesn't let me talk to my kids,
exactly. So for the sake of being able to have more time with her kids, she is aware that she still gets her time on the weekend and that she can file a contempt. So therefore, what she said is debunked. I mean, that was just very. That didn't make any sense. Okay, it doesn't make any sense. She didn't have to lay with that man to get more time with her kids or any of that. And she knows she can file a contempt if he does not allow her to speak to the kids. So, like I said, she slept with that man because she wanted to. You said that part went over her head. He chose to marry her for whatever his reason was. He did it. She's been sleeping around for years now, not to mention she admitted to have slept with other married men and men in relationships. Oh, wow. Well, so then I guess that's just a part of her character too. So she can't really talk about side chicks this, side chicks that, if that's what she's on. All right? She can't. But you know what? She did it. She felt like she had to get that lady back. That's the main thing. She felt like she had to get that lady back.
No, I understand that. I'm just saying, me personally,
at the end of the day, I had nothing to lose. I was still in this position 5 months ago. I was in the same fucking position 5 months ago. So what did I lose? I gained because now I'm like, haha, bitch. You see what your husband is doing?
The thing that you lost, Olivia, is your dignity. Your dignity and your respect. Okay? Because if you were still in the same position 5 months ago before you did that with him, then it was pointless to do it. To still be in the position 5 months later, you didn't gain anything but the ability to hurt his wife. Any other things that you were hoping to get out of the situation, you're not getting that. So it was not worth it. It was not worth it. You said, who knows if Jerrod is even threatening those things? Live lies. Right. We don't know if that man is threatening her, about not giving her the kids or whatever. For all we know, Olivia could just be saying that. And she might be saying that because she's really just in her feelings about the simple fact that he blocked her. Maybe that's what it is, because she clearly knows that she's going to get her kids this weekend. All right. She knows that. She said that she can file contempt if he refuses to allow the kids to talk to her. So she may just be on here making those claims because she's trying to guess what their next move might be. She thinks, and also, how does Nisha have the power to send her to jail over child support? They're not saying nothing to her. Maybe she had an argument with Jerrod and she's just trying to think about all the possible ways they might be trying to get back at her because of what she's doing. He may not be threatening her with anything, but because he blocked her, her pride is hurt because she thought that the walls and those muscles in the walls, she thought that them oils and everything, she thought it was enough to keep that man right where she wanted him. And he still went on vacation with his wife. The wife is still, the wife still called her the babysitter. All right. Even though she put this information out there, she claims the lady left, but then it's been said that the lady is back home. All right. And they're still in their marriage together. And then the man blocked her. So what? I'm not getting it. You said she didn't have any, SK Lee says she didn't have any dignity or self-respect from jump. Okay, I agree. I just feel like it made it worse for her to sit here and play this audio of them two having sex. I do. At what point do you stop? We didn't need to hear that. Like I said, if she really is just gung ho on hurting the lady, she would have been better off just sending that shit directly to Nisha to break her down. If that's what it seems like, if you want the confrontation, if you really want smoke with the lady, she could have sent it to her. But to sit here and play it on the internet where people can save this, save this live, play it back, you don't know if your kids might hear it, your kids' friends might hear it. It's just, it just was a bad move. It was a bad move. You said he sent her back to the parenting app. I mean, of course he did, because now his wife is hurt. And now boundaries have to be put back in place for him to appease his wife and to make her feel secure. But at the end of the day, Nisha's never going to feel secure again. And I damn sure wouldn't. The insecurities would be at an all-time high after this. She said Nisha won't even let her talk to her kids. Jerrod used to let them talk to her when he dropped them off at school. D-Love, I don't think, see, that's another thing. How does Nisha get to say she can't talk to her kids? If it's in the court order that she's supposed to be able to talk to the kids on certain days at certain times, that's a contempt. You get what I'm saying? All that can be, they can be held in contempt for that in court. You said exactly. She's trying to anticipate their next move. Exactly. She knows that something is coming of this. She knows that. Because just like Olivia is petty and she did what she did, Nisha, I'm quite sure, is also petty. But she's not going to blast her next move on the internet. Her next move can't be leaked by the people. Okay? She don't know what their plans are. And she's sitting here thinking of all the things she would do if she was in Nisha's place and putting it out there. Jerrod could be saying it to her, but also she could just be sitting here thinking about, how they going to get back on her now. Okay. You said, okay, so audio can't be proven. I don't know what you mean by that. It sounded like it was Jerrod to me. They should have never left the app. This is his own fault. Exactly. They shouldn't have left the app. The boundaries should have stayed in place. However, Jerrod wanted to fill that old thing again, and, he played himself. You said she wants to publicly humiliate that lady. Well, she did in your face. She was successful with that. But I doubt she's going to be successful with anything else. The only way for Olivia to be successful with anything else is if she were to go about it and do it the right way. Laying on her back is not going to help her accomplish anything. But let's continue.
Yeah.
So this was all to get back really at Nisha.
100%. And him.
And having sex for doing this stuff with him before, you're saying?
100%. Yeah. You fuck my husband, I fuck yours. That's how it goes.
Okay. So that makes more sense. I think we should just lead with that instead of just being like, oh, this was about my kids. Because it was like, no, it was to get back with him. It was to, I get back with him, but
no. Like I said, the people on the Instagram will see. All I did was talk about my kids. Like, I want to see my kids. I want more time. Yeah. It was definitely, I had my kids in the back of my mind, but also to fuck with that bitch. Oh yeah, 100%. Yes, both.
But the screenshot that's already out there clearly shows him asking you if you want more time with the kids. And instead of you speaking about more time with your kids, you said, no, I want the chocolate banana. That's what you said. So, no, you should have just stuck with what he brought up at first about the kids, if that's what it was about.
Both can be true at the same time.
Mm-hmm. Got it. Okay. Well, I think as a woman, I think, and what you're putting out here, I don't know. I think you just kind of gave him too much power with sleeping with him, because now it's like, it's also haha on you too, because you were here like he would never, and you would never fuck with him again. And he literally lived after all, he took your kids away. He should have never had access to your body again. Like that feels like that. You don't feel like that's not work. Like you felt like he was worthy of your body after he took you to court, took your kids, said you was neglectful, said all of those disgusting things about you. Mm-hmm. And you lowered your standard to sleep with a man that took your kids and put it in a house with his side bitch. Yes. You don't think that's insane?
It is insane, but I had to do it. I had to do it for the cause. Yeah, I had to do it.
I don't know. I couldn't. I wish my baby daddy would. If you take my kids and all the stuff
No,
he was
trust
going
me,
to do.
trust me. What I'm gonna do on the back end is what I'm gonna do on the back end. But we ain't never gonna talk about that. But what I'm gonna say right now, this is what I had to do on the front end.
My question is, what are you going to do on the back end? What are you going to do on the back end? Whatever you plan on doing on the back end in court should have been done first on the front end, okay? What do you mean? You got something planned on the back end. What else could you possibly do? You've already did the worst that you could do. You slept with the man. You embarrassed the lady. What more can you do at this point? The only thing else you can do is fight that man in court for more time. If that's really what you want. That's the only thing you could do. You said, let me see what y'all talking about. Nisha said Liv refused to call on her days. You said Nisha said Liv refused to call on her days and during her specific time frame because she was mad Jerrod wouldn't talk to her when she wanted him to. Oh yeah, I heard about that too. That was a while ago, and there was probably definitely some truth to that. Liv just, for some reason, she just wants to talk to Jerrod. You said it's crazy how she believes she can control karma. She's lying to this girl. Wow, for her to even frame it like that shows her immaturity. Yeah, it's very immature. Very much insecure. Not insecure, immature. I'm sorry. She's trying her best to spin like she's the one that cares about the kids when she's doing the least for them. I agree. I mean, listen, if it really was about the kids, then you would be utilizing your time with them in the best way when you do have your weekend visitation. You said, I bet Nisha be with Jerrod now when she do get the kids. I'm sure she will be, Mella. I mean, if she gonna stay with him, she gonna have to keep a tight leash on that motherfucker because I would not trust him at all after this. Nope, no way. You said Liv don't want those kids. Let's be real. She had to keep a ninja babies. You said she don't have a front or a back. She's trying to pick her face off the floor. Yeah, I mean, at the end of the day, I really feel like Olivia is just salty as fuck right now. Imagine that. Just imagine. Listen, you slept with the man. Okay, let's just do it. Let's just think about it how she claimed she was thinking about it. She said she slept with him to get more time with the kids. All right? She's not getting more time with the kids. She's not getting taken off child support. They're not going to be together. She put it out there for everyone to see that Jerrod is a cheater, right? To hurt that lady. The lady is hurt, but the lady is still staying. All right? The man you thought you had a good relationship with, now, because you gave him some coochie, has now blocked you. And now you sitting here wondering about what his wife is going to convince him to do to get back at you. You're thinking about the fact that she's going to convince him to get you sent to jail over this child support thing. You're thinking that she's going to try to intervene with your custodial visits. You're thinking about all these things. How could you possibly have won in this situation? How could you have won? And on top of that, you get on here, you play this audio, y'all having sex, and you are degrading yourself. There is no win. You said that's what the back end is going to be, her going back to Florida. I mean, but then you go back to Florida and then you leave your kids. Hey, how you doing, Miss Latoya? So you go back to Florida and now you don't get to see your kids. You're going to have to fly back and forth. You know, what is that? So it's never really about the kids then, because if you care about being with your kids, then why would you leave Texas? You said it was never about her kids and she just pushed herself back 5 years over some D. Yes, she did, Sonny. I agree with you. It wasn't worth it in the end. And that's why she starts crying in this live, because this girl already helped her realize that. Liv said, I don't want the kids. I want 50-50. But she started the fight saying, I just want my kids. She is selfish. I mean, shit, what's wrong with 50-50? You still need a break. You can love your kids, want to have more time with your kids. But at the end of the day, Liv don't even get a break from the other two. So shit, I don't see nothing wrong with 50-50. Why can't that be fought for in court? You can't fight it with laying on your back. You ain't gonna get what you want doing that. You said Olivia's definitely about to move. I believe she probably is about to move too. That's what this whole private Instagram was for. You said she don't care. It was never about the kids. You're right, Latoya. It's not about the kids. Like I said in those messages, he asked her if she wanted more time with the kids. She said she wanted that day, period. You said she already said in a live the other day she wanted to leave and take her 2 kids and move on with her life. I mean, but then what about the other 3? So that, how much could you care if you want to leave? Let's continue with this video, y'all.
To say, haha, bitch, your husband's fucking me. And to show the world that, bitch, you're not special. Yes, 100%. I had to. I had to take one for the team, girl. I had to take one for the team. I did. Mm-hmm. And it was fun. And I got my pussy ate. And it was a good time. Yeah. But it is what it is. It's over, Ari. It's not ever going to happen again. Well, maybe it will. I don't know.
Okay, but Gigi, first of all, these people in the chat, like, first of all, I'm asking questions just like everybody
else. She said, it's over with. It's not going to happen again. Well, it might. So yeah, Mary Red, you're right. She wants Jerrod, not the kids. At the end of the day, she set herself back 5 years when she slept with that man again, because all those feelings come back. All those feelings come right back to you, okay, that you used to have for the person. And she started to want her family back. So she's starting right now and she hurt because now this man got her blocked because his wife is upset. She's saying that she had a good time. Yeah, it probably was a good time, but now look at you, heartbroken and salty. So it wasn't worth it.
Everybody relax.
Questions? Okay.
Like, I'm being very respectful. I'm not being disrespectful. Like, everybody relax. I didn't say that. I'm asking her from a woman's point of view because I'm saying we all watched her go through that, go through him taking her kids, all that type of stuff. And I'm just saying, as a woman, like, no, of course I wouldn't do it myself because I'm, like I said, you take my kids, nigga, you're never gonna see me again. It would be less than an app, nigga. You would be picking up on the side of the road from my mama. I'm not talking to you, but that's just me. But like I said, I'm just saying.
Sorry, baby, let me tell you something. You don't know what you would do if you were in my position. You don't know what you would do if you were in my position. You don't, because you've never been in.
I've never been in your position, but my sister has. And so I'm just telling you from a personal point of view, like once that happened with her and they were married, they got divorced. And of course it gets messier when you have a divorce. I have a child, but me and him were not married, but my sister has. And so for her, it was like, that was the worst thing you could have ever did to me. Like, you gonna take me to court of our kids? And so it's like,
my thing is, you're supposed to fight fire with fire. They had one up on Olivia when they took her ass to court and they took the kids. That's how they got one up on Olivia. Olivia, the only way to get one up on them when it comes to the kids is to fight through the courts. You can't fight properly on your back, girl. You can't.
For her, it's like he would never even have access to the same space as her, just off of, and that's why I said with your situation, I would just want, this is a different point of view, because it's like, I don't know.
No, I agree. No. I 100% agree with you. But you have to understand, the reason I got into this was to fuck him up and frame him. I was doing it for a reason in the beginning. But then the shit kept going because I had to work shit out with him through, like, you don't understand. Like, you guys want to understand until you keep this shit going and to get to a point that I want
to. You guys, Liv is saying she had to do what she had to do to get to the point that she wanted to get. She claims that the point that she wanted to get to was to get the kids back and I guess to get off child support. You said you had to keep it going to get what you wanted to get, but you didn't get nothing but a wet ass and the satisfaction of his wife being hurt. Which is how you played yourself. Period. It ain't no way around it. You played yourself. Along with playing the wife, you played the shit out yourself. And now you hurt. And now you mad because he blocked you. Okay? Let me see what y'all got to say. You said she does not want Jerrod. Kingston's mother said she does not want Jerrod. She wants to embarrass her. The H means I'm guessing her, which is Nisha. I get that, Kingston's mother. I know she wants to embarrass Nisha, and she has succeeded. But I also think that a part of her, oh, you said she wants to embarrass him. Okay, so I mean, I don't think she embarrassed Jerrod. I mean, the only thing is people know that he's a cheater now. So, okay, his character has been tainted because everybody thought that he was just this great man, okay? But she embarrassed herself in the process. You said, Latoya, you said soul ties. Now she really about to have restless nights now. Child, them eyes are really going to be darkened a mess. Listen, she already drinking. She out here crying. Just imagine how hard she cried when she get off live. Because she know what's going on. But she just got to make it seem like to the internet like she's not hurt. I would be the fuck hurt. I would be hurt. If I was either one of them women, I would be hurt like a motherfucker, period. I would. You said Nisha loves them kids more than both parents. I don't know that lady, so I can't agree. I can't agree with that, Ms. Mary Red. But I do think that she does care for the children, for sure. She does because of all that she does for them, for sure. You said, damn, she uses her body as a weapon and her kids as a weapon. There's no length as to how low she will go. I agree, SK Lee. I don't know. You said, but the man never wanted full custody. She made it easier for him to get it. Right, Latoya, you're right. So from what I understand, they were given custody because Olivia was not taking the kids to school, right? And some other things. They probably used the things they seen on the internet against her. And then also the fact that she wasn't taking them to school was the icing on the cake. So he was granted custody. Either way, you can't win by laying on your back. You got to fight the people how they fought you. You said she fought fire with the pussy. Yes, she, excuse me. She fought fire with the cat. Yes, she did. But, you know, it wasn't strong enough, I guess. You said Nisha doesn't love anything. She only wants to ride. The kids are just a tag along. Junebug, I can agree with that as well. I mean, I think she may have love for Jerrod's kids because she loves Jerrod. Jerrod's kids is an extension of him. So, of course, she's going to care for the kids because she loves the man. It makes sense. And then she's spending more time with the man, so the attachment and the bond is there with them. But I would have said, if at this point with Nisha, I would have said, F you and them damn kids, for real. Like, this is too much. Especially if you're going to go back and lay with their mother. Y'all might as well just go be a family again. At the end of the day, Nisha don't have no baggage. She ain't got no kids. She ain't got no baby daddy drama. She ain't got nothing. She can move on with her life if she really wants to. Scot clean, scot free, no baggage attached, period. You said that's what it was, and it's sad because she will never admit the truth. You said she embarrassed herself. Goddamn right, she did embarrass herself. Jerrod has been a cheater. I know that, Miss Love. He's been a cheater. I mean, they all be cheating. Apparently, I don't care what or how she's trying to spin it, even trying to make it make sense. It's foul and it makes it look stupid. SK Lee, I agree with you. I agree with you guys. You know, like I said, nobody won in the end but Jerrod. Jerrod got to go out and fill his baby mama's walls again. He got to get some good top from her, okay? Then after he got that, he went on a nice cruise with his wife. He got some cheeks from her on the cruise, all right? Then after that, he got off the boat. He went over there to see Olivia, and then he made Olivia give him top right after he came out of his wife's cheeks, okay, fresh off the boat, all right? And now his wife is mad, and now Olivia's blocked. And at the end of the day, both of these women still care for him in some way or another. All right. And he's having his way because no matter what he did with Olivia, his wife is not leaving. That's just what it is. How the hell Nisha a tag along? I wouldn't say she's a tag along, but you know, she had to have accepted Jerrod's kids in order to be with him anyway. Okay. That's all that she just has to. You said when she in fact pours love into them. Yeah, I think that she's going to love the kids because she loves the man, period. But they're an extension of him. So she would have had to deal with the kids anyway. You said it's crazy how she had to prove herself to this internet. She literally lives for this. It's insane. Yeah, I wouldn't be trying to prove myself to the internet. You guys, in the beginning of this video, I said that Olivia only needs to prove herself to her own self. Prove that you can do better. Prove that you can be better to yourself. No, and on this internet, everybody's always going to talk shit because they've seen her at her worst. I believe that there's nothing wrong with therapy. I believe Olivia needs a therapist. All right. I am an advocate for going to therapy. Okay. I go every fucking week on Wednesdays, period. And I don't miss a week because I feel like everybody needs it. And I really think that Olivia needs somebody else to talk to outside of this internet. I think she needs a friend like the girl Ari. And I also think she needs a friend like the girl that her screen name was I Get It Liv. And I think she needs a therapist because her mother is not telling her the right shit, apparently, if that's who she's been talking to. But let's go ahead and continue.
I didn't want to. I didn't want to keep fucking him. I didn't want to keep doing that. I didn't. So I was just like, fuck it. It is what it is. And then she came with the babysitter comment, and I'm like, bitch, I've been fucking your nigga. Fuck you. Like, you're not going to play with me on this fucking internet. You don't understand, Ari. Your sister and you are not social media influencers. These motherfuckers play with me on social media. This is a place where I have to show up every single day. So, bitch, you think that you're going to play with me, and you're not, because your nigga's really over here every single day.
No, and that's why I say to me, like, I think, well, let me just say this. I'm a girl's girl. So I hate to see you and another woman going through this because at the end of the day, to me, the nigga is the problem. He's the problem. Because even if, no, this is what I'm saying. Even if she is doing, let's just say she's doing all those things. I don't really know what she's doing. She's doing all those things or doing whatever, going along, get along, choose a side hoe, all those type of things, whatever. She's the wife now, so whatever. I'm saying for him, even for him to allow that is a problem. For him to, and that's
but dirty ass dog.
But that's what I'm saying. But what I'm saying is,
all these were, as a man, you are the leader in the situation. Okay? He allowed Nisha to still post the pictures with the kids on the internet. Okay? After Olivia said she wasn't okay with it. That's back when Nisha was just a girlfriend. You know, he allowed, you know, both of them to be in the same place at the kids' gatherings and things like that. He allowed Nisha's sister to get in Olivia's face at the mall, but he also allowed Olivia to continuously get on the internet and disrespect the woman that he's currently in a relationship with. He did not diffuse any of that tension. So the problem here is the man. The problem here is the man. That's my feelings about that. Let me read what y'all got to say. You said you have to love the kids in order to love the man. I know some are evil and may not believe it's possible. Latoya, I agree with it. Just because you love the man doesn't mean you're going to love his kids. But all I'm saying is that if you deal with a man that has kids, you're going to have to learn to like the children that he has. You have to, because the kids are never going anywhere, I feel like. You said Olivia had more time with the kids, getting them every other weekend, starting Thursday, getting them back from school, dropping them back off on Monday. She dropped off and picked up late. Shit would have been packed, period. Sonny said they would have been packed. I mean, if anything, I don't know. I would have left for a while if I was Nisha, just to get my thoughts together and to heal in peace a little bit. You said, Latoya says, at the end of the day, whatever the decision is, Nisha is not on the internet looking like the biggest fool there is. No, Nisha's not on the internet. She's going to heal in private and keep throwing her shots on Instagram like she's been doing. And I think it's better to be heartbroken and off the internet than heartbroken and on the internet for everybody to see. Because no matter how good you try to hide it, the people can still see what it is. Okay. You said same been a couple times for reboot. You said if Olivia had any amount of self-respect, pride, self-esteem, discernment, and that soulless body of hers, she would take a break from the internet. SK Lee, I agree. Child, after the girl Ari, I would have hopped off live to think things through, to get my life together. But she stayed on. Mary Red says, I would send him and his 3 kids packing back to live and their 5 kids. A hit dog will holler every time. That word didn't bother her that bad. She used it as an out to expose the situation. How the hell a post did all that when you have been speaking on that woman for damn near 6 years? I agree with you, Latoya. It wasn't just her calling her the babysitter. Olivia was probably upset with the fact that, he was going on vacation with his wife, and she's just stuck in the house with the babies crying fucking all day in the background. She got all the kids, stressed the fuck out, can't take them nowhere. She ain't got no help, nobody to lean on, and he out on a boat floating with his wife. What kind of shit? I would be irritated by that too. But that's why she should have never laid with that man, because at the end of the day, whatever the plan was, you still gonna wind up hurt in the end. Okay. You said, are we forgetting? Let me see. You said, why do you show up if you're not being paid? I don't know what you mean by that, Stay Creed. And why do you show up if you're not being paid? You said, are we forgetting this woman slept with his nephew and gets on here talking about everyone and tried to put Jasmine in jail? This is her karma. She did this to get back at that woman, Nisha. I mean, yeah, Liv has definitely did some effed up things. Natalie Binder, if I'm pronouncing it wrong, I apologize. She's definitely did some effed up things. I didn't forget that. But that situation with Jasmine has nothing to do with this. And I really am not too knowledgeable about her sleeping with Jerrod's nephew. So I can't really speak on that too much because I don't know too much about it. All right. You said Olivia tried to lie and say he didn't know Nisha posted that picture. He knew, he didn't care because that's how he feels about Olivia. I mean, babysitter comment was the main issue. I agree, Mary Red, that really pissed her off. Let me just continue to watch this. Damn, it's 11:50 and I got work tomorrow, so we're going to watch a little bit more.
He let her post she the babysitter and keep it up. He let her.
No, he didn't even know. He doesn't even know. He don't be paying attention to her. But you're right.
I'm saying but from get-go, he ain't never stopped her from posting your kids. He never, you know what I'm saying? I'm just saying for that type of stuff, like this nigga lets her do whatever she want to do. Let her say stuff. He lets her do stuff. And so I just feel like I don't like seeing niggas get away. And now he got to have his cake and eat it too. Because now he over here, he done had you. He still got her, and he still got his kids. So what did he really lose? You know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, you're on here. Of course, maybe his marriage maybe have a problem, but like you said, she's not going anywhere. So what did
and I knew that from the jump. I knew she wasn't going.
But that's what I'm just saying. What did he lose? I'm not worried about her because that's, like I said, another woman.
Me going through something like this, and your sister can probably attest. Everything doesn't happen right away. Sometimes you gotta let.
So the truth is, Jerrod didn't lose anything in the situation, but the people thinking very highly of him. Everybody, a lot of people here on YouTube felt like Jerrod was this great, upstanding family man. They thought he would never dog his wife. The people now can see that that's not the case. So he did lose people viewing him in such a great light. But outside of that, there is no loss. He still has the kids. He still has, Olivia. He still got his foot on Olivia's neck with the child support. He still has his wife. He still has it all. He got some cheeks in the process, whatever he got up out of her, he got up out of her. And at the end of the day, the only person that's really losing and that really gets the short end of the stick here is Olivia. Okay. Let me see what you said. I think she really thought Jerrod was going to come play house with her and help raise them other two. Sonny, she might have really thought that. I mean, it looks like they were pretty comfortable in the back with AJ and everything else. So, yeah. Hey, Melted Dark Chocolate. You said you came late. Well, that's what the replay is for, girl. You ain't missing nothing. You said formal education doesn't equate to possessing common sense, unfortunately. I mean, you're correct. All parties involved have no self-worth. Sunny C, I agree with that. You said Jerrod can't stop her from posting her mama in her live, listening to her talk about this man eating her. No, he can't stop her. Jersey woman, you said she's only going to waste a therapist's time if she's only going to therapy and lie. You are right, Jersey woman. The whole point of going to therapy is so that you got to be honest with somebody, you know? She can go to therapy and really admit how hurt she is and work on trying to heal those wounds that she still has, because it's apparent that she has not healed. And even if she healed a little bit, she then went right back, you know, 1,000 steps back when she made the decision to deal with Jerrod in that way again. You said, well, where did the R word come into play? What made her say that? That's why I hope Nisha got his ass in quarantine, baby. Yeah, she definitely made it seem like Jerrod came over there and forced himself on her, but that means nothing because we seen in the messages that she pursued him sexually. You know? So maybe he came over there and was a little aggressive about it, but Olivia seems like she likes that type of shit. I don't know, but it's clear if she didn't want him there, she wouldn't have opened her door for him. All right, and if he really was extremely forceful, she knows what to do. She called the damn cops on everybody else, so why not call the cops on Jerrod? You said she will traumatize her therapist. She just might. You said, so he's a liar, but Liv believed him when he said he didn't know she posted the pic on IG. He's not following his wife on IG. MD Jones, she had to have known that he's seen it. That man just don't care, because at the end of the day, he can have his way with both. Just like he told her that he wasn't married, but Liv didn't think enough to go and find out for herself. She just going to take his word for it. Well, why would she do that since she knows that he's such a damn liar? Why did you even have to have proof of that? You seen they had a big ass party where he proposed to the lady. Whether they was fully married or not, it still doesn't matter. He's with somebody. Let's continue.
Let the chips fall where they fall. You have to wait. Shit just happens the way it happens. So right away, no. Of course he's living it up. He thinks he just got away with murder and all types of shit. But let him think that. But karma is a bitch. And we all know that.
Yeah.
So let him do his big one. Let her do her big one. Let them do whatever they need to do. Like I said, I got you, bitch. And that's all that was about. That was it. That was it. When it turned into that, when it turned into
that's what I'm saying. Look, I'm saying you got her. You need to start getting that nigga, because he's the problem. He is the
I don't need to get that nigga. He will be God. I don't need to get him. That's the thing. Sometimes we don't need to do nothing. We need to step back and just let God do his thing. Sometimes.
And that's all I'm saying. I wish you would have did. That's it. I'm saying I wish you would have let it be. And the only reason why I'm saying that is because when you play dirty too, you gotta know you got consequences for your actions to live. It's not like, oh, I played her, she did it to me and I did it back. I'm her karma. No, you made you tried to be her
right
karma.
None of us, I just don't understand. She is trying to be, Nisha's karma, but at the end of the day, she still got the shit coming back to her, no matter how you try to put it. So let me look at what y'all got to say. I had to mute it real quick, so I wasn't looking in the chat. Let's see. You said, let's go. Let's see. You said that therapist is going to recommend her ass right to a psychiatrist. Yeah, she probably is going to need some antidepressants or something to keep her stable. And you said she has called the cops on him before, like when he threw that bag of shoes at her head. Yeah, Miss Love. So listen, if that was the situation, she threw the R word around. Olivia knows what to do. Okay, she's damn sure. Listen, she got Jasmine locked up just from making some threats on the internet. So imagine what she would do to somebody who actually did something to her in person. Imagine that. She needs an exorcism, devil and flesh. This is so pathetic. She's too obsessed with what's between his legs to see the bigger picture. Does she even realize she did do something? She never makes sense. Nisha will never be happy. Look at her marriage. It's all over the internet. Plus her husband is a known cheater. Junebug. Nisha probably is not going to be happy with that man for a while. He's going to have to do a whole lot. But, if I were Nisha, I would always feel insecure with the fact that, you know that if he wants to cheat with Olivia, she is going to make herself ready and available just to spite you. That is what would disturb my peace as a woman. So there's that. Can you guys hear me in the chat? Let me know if you can hear me. Just say yes. Somebody say yes. Somebody say yes for me, please. Okay, great. Thank you, Junebug. Um, you said no generational wealth, more like generational curse. I agree. It's just too much. At what point are you going to, just grow up and do better for yourself? You said Liv's not supposed to be monetized. Nisha will not get any karma. Liv knows that her and Jerrod was not married when him and Nisha were together. Jerrod said he and Liv were broken up, but Liv has to spin that narrative though. Right. Munchie Mandy says they're actual proof that they did have sex. So listen, girl, from what we saw was the text, and Olivia played an audio of them two having sex today. Definitely sounds like Jerrod. In the audio, I didn't want to play it on my live stream because I was told that it's illegal, and you know I'm just not going to do it. I don't want to risk it. But you guys, real quick, please, when you come in here, please hit that thumbs up button for me, okay? When you enter in or when you leave, hit the thumbs up button. And if you haven't subscribed already, please do so. Like I said before, it says that I have about 2.6K returning viewers, all right? So do your girl a favor and hit that subscribe button for me, okay? Thank you. I appreciate it, all right? Y'all said it's still early, so Nisha still might end up leaving. I mean, I would definitely have to leave for right now. I would have to take some time and leave.
You did that, but now you got to live with the consequence of your own actions. And I just don't feel like, to me, it's gonna be worth it. This now you're about to go through a whole bunch of stuff with your kids. Y'all just got back on good terms. Y'all, whatever, you was just getting your kids more. I feel like you were getting happier because you were getting your kids more. And now it's about to be a game again where I gotta keep my kids away. And it's like.
But at least you guys can see, everybody can see what the fuck he's doing, though. Can you imagine me going through this and everybody thinking that he's doing this because he's a great dad and he's doing this for an actual reason? No, he's doing this to get me back. That's all he's doing it for. What's that? I manipulated karma? No, I didn't. Karma fell into my lap and what the fuck? Bitch, like I said, don't act like y'all wouldn't have done the same thing. It behooves me how you guys act like you're better, you're holier than thou.
No. It's not a holier.
What is this? Oh, it's an ad.
Listen, paying $14.99 a month for a streaming app. And
all right, you guys. Let me see what y'all talking about. Even with us knowing this, I mean, what, Olivia? What did you think was going to happen? She did this knowing that there was going to be some sort of consequence. Right now, Olivia just doesn't know what the consequence is. All right. Excuse me, you guys. She doesn't know what the consequence is going to be. So she's over there getting stressed out because she doesn't know what those people's next move is. All she know right now is that Jerrod has stopped communicating with her. All right. So I think Olivia is just over there stressing out because she doesn't know what to expect. You said, yeah, isn't that considered revenge? Olivia will be charged for releasing an X tape of Jerrod without his consent. I mean, she didn't actually release the tape, but she played the audio. I don't know what can happen with that, you guys. I don't know, but I wouldn't have done that if I was her. We didn't need to hear that to believe that something happened between those two. We didn't need to hear that. We could have definitely did without that. All that does is if Nisha is listening, that is just adding more and more fuel to the fire. That's all that did. You said Jerrod made a dummy move. I agree with you, Shannon. You said, where can we watch it? It is on her last live at the 40-minute mark. If you start listening there, it will be, it'll be right there. So if you guys want to hear the audio, you can definitely head over to Olivia's channel and watch the last live she did at the 40-minute mark. Okay. I'm just not going to play it over here. He said that's why she'll never win, because she's on some vengeful shit. Yeah, I mean, she's just too. I mean, how far are you willing to take it? She didn't took it all the way there. You said no, we won't, Olivia. You purposely seek Jerrod to spite Nisha. Never mind. I don't want to see. I mean, if you do want to see, you can go over there. 40-minute mark. She created this drama, then talking about how he's going to react. Diabolical. Yeah, I mean, why would you do it if you're going to be concerned about what he's going to do? All she knows is that something is coming. She knows that he's going to have to be back on the bullshit to make his wife feel better. That's all she does know. She knows that for a fact. Anisha's going to have a very, very tight leash on that man. Oh, shoot. I don't even have it unmuted. I'm sorry, y'all.
I'm just shocked that you would want to give your body to him, because it's like,
right.
I'm shocked that, like, and it's not like just the kids thing. Let's go all the way back. Like, this nigga been a dog. So him being a dog now, I don't know why people are surprised. I'm currently not surprised, but I'm just saying, as a woman, and me seeing you and wanting to see women win and wanting to see women grow and, just do their own thing, especially when it comes to doing better.
You know what, you guys? It is 12 o'clock. I'm sorry. We might have to pick up on this tomorrow or at another time, because I got to go to work tomorrow. Okay, y'all, I got ish to do. It's 12 o'clock. This ain't that deep for me to be for me to be sitting here reacting to it all damn night now. So listen, you guys, it was a lot going on today. Long story short, all right, Olivia has done too much. I think she needs to stay off the internet for a few days or so and really collect her thoughts and figure out what she needs to do that's in the best interest of herself and her children, because this right here is not it. All right. So with that being said, you guys, I'm going to ask you to please thumbs up this live on your way out. Comment your thoughts down below, because I love to hear what you all have to say. And hit that subscribe button for me, okay? See, I'm stuttering. That's how you know I'm fucking tired, okay? I'm finna go to bed, y'all. I enjoyed talking with you all and everything. You said we could come back. We all got shit to do. Quiet as it's kept. Yes, girl, this has been too much for me over the weekend, all right? And I got a full week ahead of me. I have to get up early and go to work so I can take care of my goddamn kids. Okay. So it was good talking to you guys, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Until next time, I'll see you all later. Bye-bye.